Now, local news that matters. This is CBS 17 News at 4.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for CBS 17 News at 4. I'm Nick Sturdivant.
I'm Angela Taylor. We're glad you're sticking around. We experienced the coldest morning of the season so far, so much so that Nick actually had to turn on his heat for the very first time. Mine has been on for a while, though. The sun did come out and it warmed up just a little bit. You probably saw your breath in the air and had to turn on the heat to warm up in the car.
I mean, Rachel, will I have to cut on my heat tonight?
You're telling me that so far you haven't turned your heat on at all?
See?
I think he's crazy.
No.
Am I just a wuss? Lance Block will have that for you in 10 minutes.
Thanks, Rachel.
All right, staying on top of breaking news, the jury found Justin Merritt guilty of murder.
He's charged with killing Andy Banks in September of 2020. CBS 17's Judith Rotana is live at the courthouse after speaking with Banks' father, Judith.
Live in Raleigh, Judith Rotana, CBS 17 News.
Sad story.
It's awful. Judith, thank you. Florida investigators say 5 people were hurt when a fireworks exploded inside a warehouse in Orange County Thursday night. The explosion happened in the store Magic in the Sky shortly after 7. Crews were told that people were trapped in the building at the time. When firefighters arrived, they immediately started treating victims as they risked their lives, too.
I had heavy fire through the roof in the back corner of the building, made an immediate second alarm out of this. We had crews make an aggressive interior attack with heavy fire and fireworks exploding all around them.
Now, thankfully, no firefighters were hurt. Officials say fireworks stored inside the building ignited. However, they don't know exactly what caused it.
All right, take a look at this. The Coast Guard rescued 3 adults and a 15-year-old from a sinking sailing vessel off the North Carolina coast. The 41-foot sailboat crew called the Coast Guard Wednesday night after they lost the use of both engines and the jib about 90 miles off Cape Hatteras. The Coast Guard was unable to tow the vessel because of weather conditions. No one was hurt. InfoWars founder and host Alex Jones, who has been ordered by courts to pay nearly $1.5 billion to the victims of the Sandy Hook school massacre, has filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, in the filing, Jones says his assets amount to between $1 million and $10 million, while he's estimated his liabilities are between $1 billion and $10 billion. A Connecticut jury in October ordered Jones to pay $965 million to compensate 15 plaintiffs who suffered from his conspiracy theories that the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting was a hoax. Elon Musk says Twitter is again suspending Kanye West's account.
Yeah, Musk, who bought Twitter back in October, tweeted, quote, "I tried my best. Despite that, he again violated our rule against incitement to violence. Account will be suspended." Twitter reinstated the rapper's account in late November, just weeks after Musk purchased the social media service. In October, West was locked out of his account due to a violation of Twitter policies. And new at 4, the Pentagon debuted its new nuclear stealth bomber, the B-21 Raider. This comes after years of secret development and as part of the Pentagon's answer to the rising concerns over a future conflict with China. The B-21 Raider is the first new American bomber aircraft in more than 30 years. It was unveiled today at an Air Force facility in California. The bomber is part of the Pentagon's efforts to modernize its nuclear force.
NASA's Orion spacecraft left its distant journey around the moon and is now on its way home. Orion successfully completed the departure burn Thursday. This burn, as well as another maneuver scheduled for Monday, are required ahead of Orion's splashdown in the Pacific Ocean on December 11th. A captivating view was caught on camera in the night sky.
Yeah, a large meteor. I think you can see it on your screen.
And it looks like a spaceship.
Seen streaking across the sky in western Pennsylvania Thursday night. Several people captured it, all on their personal security cameras and Ring doorbell cameras. You can see the meteor breaking up as it moves across the sky. Now, the American Meteor Society received more than 200 reports of this large meteor. Most were from Ohio, Pennsylvania, and there were some sightings here in our state.
Aliens.
Don't say that.
A 450-pound sunfish washed ashore along our coast this week.
Yeah, coming up tonight at 5, the role employees at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences played in its arrival in our area.
This month's Raleigh Magazine is extra cheesy. Bill Young explains how the simple dish helped turn Raleigh into a foodie destination.
You're watching CBS 17 News at 4 with Angela Taylor, Rod Carter, and Wes Hohenstein.
You can grab those tickets. Nick and Angela will send it back on in there to you.
He said s'mores.
You said smart. You need to go apologize to that gingerbread man. He's not scary.
He's scary looking. No, he's scary looking.
All right, Lance, thank you. From the rich goodness of mac and cheese to a few blunders in the city of Oaks.
CBS 17's Bill Young has a delicious look at this month's Raleigh Magazine.
It's amazing.
I love good mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Well, Team USA back in action at the World Cup tomorrow. It is do or die from here on out.
Yeah, the Americans take on the Netherlands tomorrow in the round of 16. Kristen Pulisic, who scored the winning goal against Iran, has been cleared to play. That's good news. He got hurt in his game-winning goal earlier this week, but he says he won't rush his recovery. The U.S. needed that win over Iran to advance to this stage. Now, defender Alcor Zimmerman says it was good to get into that mentality early.
Obviously got the result, and so we do have a little bit of practice for these knockout stages, but we're excited, getting closer to kickoff here tomorrow, and the group is in good spirits and ready to go.
Oh, excuse me. I just said that he was very handsome.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's a handsome guy.
You know, it is the first time ever the U.S. and the Netherlands have faced each other in a World Cup match.
Yeah, so the last time Team USA advanced to the round 8 was in 2002 when they actually lost to Germany. So this is a big deal because we didn't even qualify the last World Cup. So to see us already this far,
I got my fingers crossed.
I will be up bright and early watching that. All right, the Salvation Army Red Kettles are out along with some familiar sounds of bells ringing.
But at a Walmart in Bisco, the bells were ringing for another reason. Newlyweds Michael and Julie Bird celebrating their first wedding anniversary with a sort of recommitment. They exchanged vows and renewed their love for each other.
It's something indescribable for me and a privilege that I have this opportunity to do this for this couple.
So y'all gonna make me cry before we end this show? Y'all gonna make me cry, huh? Well, Michael and Julie say their commitment to the Salvation Army's cause inspired them to hold the ceremony yesterday.
That is really, really cool. All right, the Chapel Hill Christmas Parade is tomorrow. It begins at 10:30 near the intersection of Frank and Church Streets. Go into Carborough and in near Fidelity Street. The downtown tree lighting is Sunday at 6 at University Baptist.
Well, it's the symbol of the season, but for some it can be a holiday headache, literally. How experts suggest people who want to have a Christmas tree can get around the allergies that may come with it.
By next weekend, we are dropping back into the low 50s.
All right, let the countdown begin to Christmas. Angela's already got my gift, I know.
I'm pumped. I do, actually. We're 22 days and 7 hours away from the big day. Some of you probably already started decorating and putting up that tree, except for Nick. He has not quite done that yet. But for some, this tradition means stuffy noses and itchy eyes. Sonica Barga explains how people with allergies can still enjoy the holidays. I don't think I've ever seen a dusty tree.
I'm like sitting back
so
like, man.
confused.
I'm like, man, is that an insult? Dusty.
By the way,
dirty.
he has not yet put his tree up, but you plan to do it after this show. Do you even have a tree?
You said what?
Do you have a tree to put up, or do you have to go buy one?
I want to get a real one.
Okay, all right.
You know what the trick is, right?
No.
You get ginger ale, a little bit of ginger ale, and you put water in it, and that makes it like smell sweeter.
Really?
I don't know if that's true or not.
But your mom always did it,
You did it
and
growing
so
up.
and you never questioned it.
Nope.
You just made sure. I love that.
All right, millions of bottles of cleaning products are being recalled. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says around 8 million bottles of the Laundress products sold online tested positive for several different types of bacteria. The Laundress says people with weak immune systems, external medical devices, and underlying lung conditions should not use these products.
And another recall to report. This one involves the Cloud Island 4-piece plush toy sets sold at Target. CPSC says the tires on those toy vehicles pose a choking hazard to kids. The agency says it's gotten 4 reports of tires coming off the vehicles, but so far no injuries, which is some good news on that. All right, here's Russ Bone with a look at what's coming up on CBS 17 News at 5.
Hold on, true story. I did go look at trees this week.
You did?
Because I put them up, the little ones up.
Little baby
It was
ones.
so expensive. No way.
They are expensive.
No way. They're so expensive. All right. Just letting you know if you come over. It's not